way more, G, 'cause it's a heavy ass charge that if you get caught, bro.
Yeah, bro, if I get nicked on this, bro, all the taxis are gonna come up, man. Bro, I'll get about 10 years, bro. Bro, just delete all these taxis. I'll speak to you when I see you in person, bro.
It started small, stupid even. Few angry words, teenage pride flaring, egos colliding the way they always do, when the world still feels like a game. Nothing unusual, just a petty argument that should have burned out as fast as it sparked. But pride doesn't die quietly. It festers, twisting into something darker. Then, one of them pulled a knife. In seconds, what should have been forgettable became unforgettable. Blood on the ground, fear in the air, and the beginning of a feud that would spiral far beyond anything either boy imagined. It was the summer of 2020. 18-year-old Jamie Dixon and 16-year-old Sarmad Al-Saidi had once been friends, more like brothers from the same streets. But one afternoon, the friendship shattered. They fought. No one remembers what over. A comment, a glance, a word too sharp. In the chaos, Sarmad drew steel. Blade slashed deep across Jamie's left wrist. A wound that left both scar and fury. Sarmad ran. Jamie bled, swift. And from that moment, revenge was guaranteed. Jamie was well known to the police, but calling them wasn't in his nature. His world had its own kind of justice, brutal and personal. He swore he'd handle it himself. Months passed. The scar on Jamie's wrist faded, but the rage beneath it only burned hotter. He watched, waited, collected weapons, drew others into his orbit. He wasn't just angry, he was patient, calculating. And Sarmad, he knew the storm was coming. Word had spread across the streets. Through whispers and DMs, he knew Jamie wanted payback. So he carried his own knife everywhere, sleeping with it beside him. Then came the spark that lit the fuse. Asad Hussein, 17, was a small-time dealer who floated between both boys, a mutual acquaintance, maybe even a friend. But money changes everything. Asad had fronted Sarmad £25 worth of cannabis weeks before. The debt remained unpaid. It was nothing really, pocket change, but resentment had already been seeded. When Sarmad's name came up in conversation, the mood shifted. Jamie saw opportunity where others saw inconvenience. He proposed a trap. Asad would arrange a meeting with Sarmad to sort the debt. Sarmad would think it was peace talks. Jamie would be waiting in the shadows with a blade. Asad hesitated only for a moment before agreeing. Over £25, 3 lives were about to be destroyed. 2 days before Christmas, Sarmad was invited to a friend's house. PlayStation, food, normal teenage things. He had no idea that every step towards that house was a step towards his death. That afternoon, Asad texted about the debt again. Sarmad said he would be at his mate's place, told Asad to come by. Asad nodded, smiled, and quietly sent the address to Jamie. The trap was live. Jamie and his 16-year-old friend, Lamar Forbes, armed themselves. Large knives, dark clothes, adrenaline. They left together. At around 5:20 p.m, CCTV caught them pacing outside the house, blades flashing under the dim light, as they practiced drawing and sheathing. They looked restless, focused, predators waiting for movement. Inside, Sarmad had been hanging out for 2 hours, oblivious to the danger coiling outside. When Asad arrived, he was greeted warmly. They sat in the conservatory. Then Asad's tones shifted. His body language changed. He started maneuvering, softly coaxing Sarmad to set aside his knife. For a moment, Sarmad hesitated, but before he could act, the signal came. Jamie and Lamar burst through the door. The house exploded into chaos. Shouts, movement, still meat and flesh. It was fast and merciless. 12 stab wounds, delivered with hunting knives and machetes. The air filled with screams and the sound of metal striking bones. And then, it was over. Jamie and Lamar fled. Behind them, blood spread across the conservatory floor. Inside, panic took over. Friends screamed for help. The homeowner dialed emergency services. The first 999 calls came in, frantic. Disbelieving voices describing a boy covered in blood, laying on the ground. Police raced through the December cold. Sirens split the evening and paramedics arrived.
Several stab wounds to his leg and felt one in his chest. NWAS on scene at the moment. We'll update you further shortly.
They opened Sarmad's chest, trying desperately to restart his heart. One medic knelt beside him, manually pumping life back into his body. But Sarmad's pulse was slipping away. Amid the chaos, Asad Hussein, the bait. He hadn't run. He stayed, blending into the confusion, pretending to be a witness.
And these two lads have run in.
They've just walked in.
Never seen them before. Got their faces covered.
They had their faces covered.
Officers questioned him on the spot. He described the scene calmly. They were all playing PlayStation. Two lads ran in, went straight for him. No talking, no warning. It happened inside, he said, but the truth would soon catch up to him. Meanwhile, just half a mile away, Jamie and Lamar regrouped. At a nearby house, Jamie stripped off his blood-stained clothes and set them alight. CCTV caught him moments later, barefoot in the street, unaware he was being filmed. Lamar couldn't resist bragging. He recorded a video waving a bloodied knife, still coated in tissue. "I stabbed Sarmad up with this," he boasted. "Look, his flesh is still there." Their arrogance was their undoing. That night, they kept talking. Voice notes, Snapchat, messages, raw confessions.
No one even knew apart from me and my boy, yeah, but not now. I was spreading it half a way around Preston, bro. Done this, done that, bro. Come on, man. Calm down, man. The guy's preaching over getting stabbed on that.
No one is gassing, because no one actually gives, bro.
See, I'm minding me, bro. My clothes have been burnt, bro, but I don't know what they're gonna say to me, you know what I mean?
Just lay low, G, 'cause it's a heavy ass charge that if you get caught, bro.
Yeah, bro, if I get nicked on this, bro, all the taxis are gonna come up, man. Bro, I'll get about 10 years, bro. Bro, just delete all these taxis. I'll speak to you when I see you in person, bro.
My man's hurt, bro. You know what I mean? I know you didn't mean for it to happen, but like, when you made that decision in anger, bro, telling them, just come back, bro. Just come back on all of it's hard, man.
But I mean, I keep on thinking about it. I'm playing in my head, bro. Thinking I'm a murderer, bro, you know what I mean?
The digital trail they left behind would soon become their own testimonies in court. The next day, Sarmad remained in critical condition. Machines kept him alive, but his body was failing. Police, desperate for leads, appealed to the public. Then the breakthrough. 2 anonymous tips. The names Jamie Dixon and Lamar Forbes. Detectives ran the names and made the connection. Both had gone to the same school as Sarmad, and both were already known to the police. The hunt began. Lamar was found first, arrested without a struggle. Jamie, however, had vanished. For a moment, it seemed he might run. Then, unexpectedly, he walked into the police station himself.
You're under arrest on suspicion of attempted murder, okay? That's more charge, isn't it?
Did you try to kill Sarmad Al-Saidi on Wednesday the 23rd of December 2020?
Look at me.
Asad, are you responsible for arranging the attempt murder of Sarmad?
Obviously we've spoken about the attack on Sarmad Al-Saidi, and he was slashed and stabbed. His injuries are horrific. That's why I'm asking whether you own any weapons.
No comment.
Do you have access to any weapons?
No comment.
Specifically the weapons I'm talking about is like a machete.
No comment.
Why would I stab someone up on Christmas Eve? Well, near Christmas Eve when I want to open my presents and go see my mum, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on, logic.
3 teenage boys have appeared at Preston Crown Court charged with the murder of 16-year-old Sarmad Al-Saidi, who was stabbed in the Deepdale area of the city last week. His family say he was a smart, helpful, forgiving and compassionate boy. 18-year-old Jamie Dixon from Leyland and 2 boys aged 16 and 17 who can't be named for legal reasons have been remanded.
With both teens in custody, detectives pieced together the timeline. CCTV, mobile data, call logs, every step, every second, every lie exposed. They found the convenience store footage, Lamar pulling down his mask to buy 2 energy drinks before the killing, his face in full view of the camera. And then, the most damning evidence, surveillance from the neighbouring house showing Asad Hussein arriving at the scene, glancing directly towards Jamie and Lamar, waiting in the shadows, a silent exchange of acknowledgement. Police checked phone records. There it was, a call between Asad and Lamar made seconds before the attack. Asad's role was no longer in question. He was part of the plan. When police arrested him, the words were cold and clear.
At this time, you're under arrest on suspicion of conspiracy to commit murder. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something you later rely on in court.
All three boys were now in custody. During interviews, both Jamie and Lamar denied everything, claimed they were at home, but the evidence, the videos, messages, witness statements, and CCTV crushed their stories. Then, tragedy sealed the case. On December the 27th, 4 days after the attack, Sarmad Al-Saidi died from his injuries. He was 16 years old. What began as teenage rage and a £25 debt had become murder. In court, the evidence was overwhelming. Lamar Forbes, 16, admitted guilt. He pled guilty to murder and was sentenced to life imprisonment with a minimum of 15 years. Jamie Dixon, 18, denied involvement, but the jury saw through the lies. He was convicted of murder and was sentenced to life with a minimum term of 19 years. Hassad Hussein, 17, was found guilty of conspiracy to commit grievous bodily harm. He received 5 years. 3 young lives gone to waste, 1 boy dead, all because of a knife, an ego, and £25. A petty feud that should have burned out became a fire that consumed everything. In the end, it wasn't just Sarmad's life that ended that night. It was the end of youth, of reason, of mercy. A generation lost to pride and blades.
My name is Nadia. I'm Salmad's mom. Salmad, he was actually a loving child. He was sweet. He was light of the house. Salmad, when actually in the house, you can feel alive in the house. You can see him actually up and down, singing and moving with his box all the time, and singing as well with it, and dancing, and as well talking on the phone. That how Sarmad looked like. He was smart, and every time actually thinking about his future and talking about it with me, and as well he was kind to his brother, and he was actually close to me. As to be honest, all the word I'm gonna say is not enough for Sarmad, and so sometimes because when I start talking about Sarmad, that's my problem. I can't talk so much. But how he died, it's a little bit difficult, you know, especially when actually I'm thinking how the boys, they start actually stomping him and swearing on him like nothing. That is make me actually too much angry with these people, and until now I still hating them. I can't actually forgive them at all. I'll never actually forgive them what they did to my son. That is my problem with me. I'm so sorry.
They change our life, brother life, friend life. Everybody miss Sarmad, and whatever we say, we can't explain what's inside our heart. You know? It's hard to explain, and that's it. You know?
Yeah.
Well, just life is too short. No need to hate. No need to hurt any people. You know, just live in peace. You know? And I hope to be lesson for other youngsters and keep away from knife and hurting other youngsters and breaking other heart and, you know, destroying other families. You know, it's very, very hard. Very, you know, this is not easy. And you're gonna stay with this with all our life, you know, so we can't forget.
If you're still with me, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Thanks for watching another episode. Stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you in the next one.